Today we're going to be reviewing Khawab by Owaisi Perfumes, distilled by brother Uwais, rather Adil Qadri. Now, another amazing athar from him. I've been on a glazing run for all of his works for a minute now, but I assure you there's some I don't like. Just in case some of you haven't seen my history of videos, I don't glaze anything, just the ones that are good. Okay, so in contrast to yesterday's Makhdoom, which we reviewed as well, this one opens with a slightly rose but an animalic note as well. You can see it's not super duper thick, but yeah, quite yellowish. And this is how the liquid looks like. It's quite nice and dark. This is quite amazing. So it has a incensey, a slightly smoky incensey note, along with an animalic vibe straight up, and rose as well, right? So that gives it a really, first of all, not blue nose friendly, because they're not going to like that animalic note, but it gives a really addicting, sort of intoxicating, I want to say, smell up front for those who like animalic notes, right? Because to combine the top note of the animalic top note with rose, it's so beautiful, and it has that woody, smoky vibe as well. Not quite bakhur, but smoky, woody, animalic rose note straight up, and it's so well blended together. You can't tell like where one note starts and one note ends. It's just how well it is. Now, this is so beautiful. Interestingly, when I first reviewed this, I was like, yeah, I'm not really sure about this. But then as I tried it a little bit more, I tried it a few more times, I had to upgrade it to, no, this is definitely one of my favorites. So this notes of this animalic rosy note dries down to a slightly more earthy notes within, like, I want to say 25 to 30 minutes or so. It dries down, and then it stays on your skin for some period after that. I won't say how long, because everyone's skin is different. But I use these natural oils. Is another natural one. These natural oils, not as something that lasts the whole day, but when I need an experience for the next couple of hours, like going to the masjid, you're going to do something, you need something where you need to relax while you're in office doing your home office, doing some work. It gives a nice vibe. And when you couple this Khawab with Makhdoom from yesterday, which has that slightly smoky bakhur vibe, and it also has that slightly, I want to say, pan masala, that sweet pan masala slash supari smell. If you guys have ever had that in the Middle East or in Southeast Asian countries, the supari, like sweet sort of nuts that people eat, that sort of smell. It's really nice, but not in a cheap way. But it gives that vibe as well when you combine it with this animalic note and sweet rose and woody note on this. I wore it to the masjid just now. It's absolutely beautiful. And the thing about natural ouds and ithars are, rather, they don't push off your skin because they don't have those artificial ingredients like ambroxan, ambrofixin, all the others that make it project off your skin. What happens is when you make your hand movements, it sort of creates a bubble around you, or it makes it apparent to other people that you're wearing it. So that's how these oils work. And naturals obviously work slightly differently to the synthetic perfumes that you have. Having said that, this is for folks who love animalic scents, slightly sweet and animalic scents. This is an absolutely gorgeous one, especially if you love your naturals. You gotta try this. Khawab is another heavy hitter again from the house of Owaisi Perfumes. Absolutely thrilled we have been put onto this and had to have the opportunity to test all of these as well. Definitely putting this one again onto my list of favorites as well.